Welcome back to another episode of Local Search Tuesdays. This week I'm talking about Google's recent update to the restricted and prohibited content guidelines. Thanks to this update, you might be breaking the rules and risking problems. Just a few weeks ago, Google updated the official policies around reviews in its prohibited and restricted content document. Here's what it looks like now. So make sure you follow all of those new rules so you don't get in trouble, and we'll see you next time.
Dude, you should tell the people what changed.
Yeah, good point. Review fraud has become a massive problem. Fake reviews from businesses make it much harder for customers to know which businesses to choose. Fake reviews from bad actors can hurt businesses for the same reason. It's important to understand the new policies, especially because there are a ton of businesses out there who are violating the new policies and risking the removal of a significant portion of their reviews. So today, I'm going to walk you through the updates so you understand what's allowed and what's not. Google starts by saying that contributions to Google Maps should reflect a genuine experience at a place or business, and a review or rating should reflect an actual experience with a business and be genuine and unbiased. Google will remove any reviews that it determines to be fake engagement, including reviews that aren't based on a real experience. No big change here, the policy has always said that. Reviews that have been paid for or incentivized, either directly or in kind. You can't buy reviews, and you can't offer discounts or freebies for reviews. This also includes incentivizing the removal or update of a review. Reviews posted by multiple accounts by one person, or at the request of one person. Reviews posted using an emulator or other service or operating system. This was put in place to fight all the fake AI-generated reviews. Reviews posted on a competitor's business to undermine that business. Unusual review volumes or patterns that indicate an effort to manipulate the rating of a business are also not allowed. In other words, if you get a sudden influx of positive reviews that immediately drops off, it's likely that none of those reviews will stick. The language is also explicit around reviews left with a conflict of interest. Reviews cannot be left by current or former employees, contractors or consultants, anyone with a professional affiliation, or family members. Review gating is also against the rules. This happens when businesses ask a qualifying question first and then send unhappy customers to a private forum and happy customers to a link to leave a review. Google added a new section that says that merchants cannot require or pressure customers to leave a review while on the premises, and that merchants cannot request that specific content be included. This is where a ton of businesses are now violating guidelines. Car dealers, I'm talking to you here, but a huge number of other verticals do the same thing. You can't ask a customer to write something specific, including asking the customer to include the salesperson's name in the review. I've been telling business owners for years that it's not human nature to leave the name of the person who sold you the product or service in the review, especially when the review mentions the first and last name of the salesperson. Businesses do this because they think it will help future customers know that someone is great, and that hopefully customers will ask for that salesperson by name. They typically spiff employees so that the salesperson gets extra money for each review that mentions their name. Now, that's against the rules, and Google will simply remove any reviews from the business that it determines to have broken this rule. Be careful. If you're doing this, you need to change your process immediately. We've already seen tons of reviews disappear in the wild because they violate the updated policy. You should definitely read the updated review guidelines for yourself. Head over to bit.ly/Google-restricted-content to read the entire document. That's all the time we have left for this week's episode, so you know what that means. Put your hand on the screen right here. We totally just high-fived because you learned something awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time for another episode of Local Search Tuesdays.